We make it clap.
I hate you.
Oh my God.
This is an emergency episode.
Yes, an emergency press conference.
Yes.
Because we don't really try to stay too topical, mainly because
it's corny?
it's corny.
No, I'm just
No, I think we don't stay topical because we're still trying to figure out what we're doing here, and it's just easier to record an episode and be like, it can live on its own without having to be like reactionary. Estee and I got in an argument over this on the weekend, and I was like,
Let's just
called
make an
you.
episode.
I mean, I got into argument over the
Did you
but
you argued about this as well?
But not intentionally.
So we're discussing the Jonah Hill, what's her name, Sarah Brady text scandal.
Yes.
Ripping through Hollywood.
Tearing him apart.
I'm sorry, but Sarah Brady, aside from what Jonah Hill did, she does look like a barista in a fucking coffee shop. So I don't know what's going on with that relationship.
I didn't even know he was in a relationship.
She should have played her part. If you get blessed by Jonah Hill, okay, does anybody know what's going on? Why don't we fill him in, Estee?
Yeah, you're the girl.
Estee, you're the pop culture
you're the girl, so bring it in.
You guys.
You dove in, you learned about this on TikTok and everything already?
Not on TikTok. I just saw one of my friends, Matt, hit me up on the DL.
One of our friends, Matt, he was on
the
an
DL?
episode.
What is this, a
I
drug?
mean, on DM.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, did you see this shit with Jonah Hill? And I'm like, no, what? And he just sent me, he goes, watch this story. She's roasting him on Instagram right now. So
Who's
I
this
went
girl?
on. So Sarah Brady, which is Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend now. I guess apparently.
Surfer barista?
Surfer barista. Apparently, I don't know. Is she a famous surfer?
No, I think she has like 1,500 followers.
No.
No,
She has like 75,000.
She has like
something
75,000 now, I think.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
probably went
now
up
that's
since
like
then.
1,500.
It probably went up
those
since.
numbers like 100,000, 57,000 followers or whatever mattered 10 years ago.
Where do you think they met? At the Stutz office? Like, I don't
I
know.
have no.
Yeah, at the therapist office.
Yeah, I don't know where they
No,
met.
I have no idea where they met. I don't know anything about their relationship. I didn't even know he was in a
I'm
relationship.
glad to stay prepared for this episode.
All
we're going off of is these text messages.
that's it. Pretty much everything on Instagram.
So she just shredded him on her stories, which is
Right.
kind of wild. And honestly, we all tune in because it's like, we've all had dumpster fire relationships, and it's nice to be able to relate to a celebrity.
We're all
and be
nosy.
They also are losers like us, right? Like, because you think celebrities operate on a different wavelength, and you're like, these guys
We're
are
all
just
the
fighting
same.
about garbage.
Yeah.
Right.
Which it is. And I'm completely, I guess I'll play the bad guy here. But
I'll play both.
I wasn't feeling what you were saying. I definitely
Can I
wasn't
play
on
the
your.
therapist? Can I play the therapist? Because I
Yeah.
can evaluate this whole situation
First
on
of all,
both
can we
ends.
all just agree that the main talking point, the main point about this whole thing that went down with Jonah Hill and these text messages and how much he went to fucking dick ride for his therapist to make a Netflix documentary about it?
Stutz, right? Stutz.
This guy fucking sucks, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Like, this guy
wouldn't
sucks.
blame the therapist, though.
I would blame the therapist.
You know
But I
why?
think a lot of people are
I
kind
don't
of like
think you
shitting on the
should.
therapist.
And also, she's pulling up Vice articles about the therapist. Like, who listens to Vice as a source, bro?
Yeah,
That's
but
another
like,
thing.
dude, if I went to AA and then I sent drunk text messages and they fucking leaked them, you'd be like, wow, I guess AA is not really working out for him, right?
Well-
so if this guy's acting like a fucking child, you're like, the therapist isn't
think-
really that good.
I
Yeah,
think
but just
this-
because you're going
If I
to
go to the
church
gym,
and
if I
you
go to
be-
the gym for 6 months and I get fatter, are you going to be like, well, you should probably find a new trainer?
Well,
that's
listen,
essentially
there's
what
a
you're
bunch of
doing.
people that go to CrossFit gyms and they're still fat, bro.
Yeah, they shouldn't go to there.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think the therapist has anything to do with the relationship. I think the therapist, he was going for internal work
It
more
doesn't
than it
matter.
was
That's
with the girls.
who you are as a
the girls-
person.
'cause-
Who you are as a person is part of
I
your
have to
relationship.
disagree with you because dealing with girls is a whole different side of like mental.
But they affect each other. If I'm missing an arm, it affects my relationship as well as if I had Estee or not, right? So if I'm mentally fucked, I can't just be all of a sudden perfect for her, but then alone I'm mentally fucked. That's just going to bleed over into the relationship,
right,
too.
but you're also basically saying that going to a therapist will heal your internal issues like that.
Zero chance.
Yeah, so
I mean,
that's what you're
but
basically
it's,
saying.
So it's a scam.
There's a lot
Therapy's
of-
a scam.
there's a lot of-
Therapy is such a scam.
Oh, so
because
now- that's a whole different argument.
They can't
For
cure
the
you.
most part,
There's no proof
Kirill,
of- they don't wanna cure
For
you.
the most part, that's the difference between this. That's what they're saying. Like, and Jonah Hill was also saying that too. He was like, I don't want just a therapist, and I think this is what he was saying in the documentary. But he was like, most therapists do not give their opinion because they technically can't.
Correct.
This guy was guiding him into like, you know,
Into
kind
what?
of more guiding him, and he was more vocal about like which paths to take and this and that, which sometimes
all he had was
a
a
lot of people
therapist
want
that
that.
he had a therapist that was like a renegade, right? He cursed, he was a little edgy, and you're like, that's what I want from my therapist, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
and
everybody that chooses their therapist, they want to relate to them, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if I choose a therapist, I'm not going to just choose a therapist that's going to be a Puerto Rican, half black, that has nothing to do with my culture or my background. He's not going to really know anything about me. I'm
maybe
going to choose a
that'd
therapist.
be better. Maybe they have a full
Why?
outside perspective, and they're not living the same life as you. They fully come in as an alien,
Yeah, but
and
I
get to go, here's what's wrong, as opposed to being like, oh, I relate to you. Oh, mate, those problems are okay. Versus someone being like, yo, my man, that's not good.
You ever
The
watch
one
Good Will
time-
Hunting?
The one
Robin
time
Williams?
time I went to a therapist once.
You went to a
I went
therapist
to a
once?
therapist
When
once
we were
because I was
dating?
no.
Before?
I've been
Before,
to-
way before we were dating, I had like a lot of like I felt like I needed to speak to someone because growing up I had a lot of like weird triggers and stuff. I was like, maybe I just need to talk to somebody. So I went to a therapist. And I went in there, I spewed everything out in that hour. And then when I was done, I was like, all right, now tell me what to do and how to fix that. And they were just like, okay, well, our time's up. I can't like direct you. I can't tell you what to do. You have to kind of like figure it out on your own. I got so angry. And that was probably like 15 years ago. And I never saw another one since then.
I mean, I think it's just horseshit because, like, if you as a friend come to me,
Right.
and I'll give you advice. So why
Right.
can't a therapist? I'm assuming, like, the motivational speakers, like the Gary V's, are the new therapists because they at least give you some guidance, right?
Right.
They'll be like, go out there and do this and, like, be a wolf.
Well,
Don't be a sheep. Right? As much as gay as that sounds, at least you're like, all right, I got some, like,
Well, because
motivation.
they don't have any clue, anything about you. So you're talking to somebody who
That's
has
the best.
no perspective
That'd be
on it.
awesome. I would love to be a therapist because I'd just be like, oh, yeah, you should try this. And then I'd be like, oh, that worked.
Right,
Nobody
but that's
does
where you're
that,
talking
though.
shit about Stutz. He's doing pretty much that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
doing
and he
that, but
sucks at it. I'm
nobody
just saying
does
he's bad
that.
at that.
Well,
I'm
just
not-
because Jonah Hill is not a good at taking directions doesn't mean Stutz is bad at his
Jonah
job.
Hill's an
Maybe.
actor. He's really good at taking direction. Scorsese is directed him.
Yeah, but you can't base it off acting.
No.
If he was
Maybe
a good actor,
Jonah-
he would act like a good boyfriend.
Maybe
because
Jonah
this is
Hill-
he did a bad job.
This is what happens when he writes his own dialogue.
Maybe Jonah Hill's
Right,
fucked
exactly.
up.
Yeah, Stutz sucks.
Yeah, but Stutz didn't tell him to write
Scorsese,
that.
mwah.
But
Maybe Stutz can guide him in a certain way, but at the end of the day, Jonah Hill's going to do what he,
He
wants to
drops-
do
look,
and ends up doing
I'm-
this
I'm-
shit.
Like, obviously,
you
in
can't
this
look at that one.
Well, obviously, I'm against the Stutz thing here, but I'm
I
also
just-
on Jonah Hill's side. I
All
kind of
right,
think.
so why don't we take it from his boundaries fucking shit.
Okay,
that
so
he has,
anyone that's listening,
text-
here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna either have to be on our YouTube right now. It's what is it? It's YouTube Listen Ugly. Just look us up, Ugly on the Inside. You can follow along with us because we brought this bitch went and posted all the screenshots. So we're just gonna go along with her screenshots
Correct.
and kind of dissect what we think happened.
she didn't put any of her answers up there, though. That's another thing that
Yeah,
it's barely
yeah.
saw her
It's
Yeah.
a very
answers.
one-sided
Right. Yeah.
thing. Follow along with us, or if you've heard about it, just whatever, listen along, or just Google.
because these are going to be gone because they're all on stories. So within 24 hours.
This happened Saturday.
Yeah. So
All right. And essentially, this girl just rinsed Jonah Hill for being
Insecure fat
an
boy.
insecure little fat kid, which, hey,
he did go
which
to
is
fat
true.
camp. Do you know that?
He went to fat camp.
He went to fat camp.
But
I'm
yo-
jealous. I want to go to fat camp.
I know somebody from.
That's such an
where I
American
grew
thing,
up.
right? There's
So
no one in
American.
South
Yeah.
Africa or in Africa who's like, oh, what's fat camp? That to them is like going to Mars. Fat camp in Africa is like,
In my opinion, it's pathetic, bro. This whole fucking
Yeah.
fat camp shit in America and all this other shit. In
Just
Russia
work
or
out.
Ukraine, they fucking take you to camp. They starve you for fucking 3 days, and they're like, "Yo, you're good. That's it. You figure it out."
I mean, you're already starving when you go
Yeah.
in. You're
Oh,
like, they're
man.
gonna, hopefully they're
Bro,
feeding
they
us
feel
here.
way bad for everybody here. Like, everyone tiptoes around everyone's emotions in this country. way too
Obesity
much.
100%.
is like
I hate
is
that.
a slur. Obese is a slur in this country now.
Bro.
You can't say the word obese.
Really?
People are like, Joe, it's a medical term.
Right.
No.
Also, they're like, that's
You're
fat
morbidly
shaming. I'm like,
obese.
you're fat and should be ashamed. That's
Bro.
like, what's wrong with shame? Shame used to be like what kept people like acting like normal. Right? You're like, I carry a little bit of shame. I don't take off my shirt at restaurants at the beach because I want people to enjoy their meal and not look at me because I look like a fucking lollipop that someone dropped on the carpet.
Bro, it's literally it's pathetic. what
Shame
goes on.
is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
And struggle is
you
important.
You need to shame people for what they've done.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why bullying
They're
is
like,
great.
oh, what's wrong with fat shaming? There's nothing wrong with fat shaming.
Nothing.
They should be ashamed. It's a curable thing.
Well, when they're
You can
eating
get rid of that.
a double Whopper and someone has a Diet Coke, that's what I don't understand. When they have a Diet Coke with like triple Whoppers.
But do you know that
15
they just labeled Diet Coke as officially a carcinogen? That you can't sell it anymore.
Really?
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
it's legit labeled as a carcinogen now.
Oscar's
I'm pretty
gonna go.
sure.
The best
Can
part
you
about
look that
Oscar,
up, Oscar?
Oscar here is fact checking Val.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Can you fact check me real quick, Oscar?
Diet Coke and what?
it
Probably
on
in
TikTok?
California.
You
Probably
can
in
fact
this.
check me, but not fat check me. You understand what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
I see.
Ooh,
what
I'll
you did
fact
there.
check you.
Yeah.
Meet you in the bathroom, sweetie.
That's right. Listen up. My take on this Jonah Hill thing, though, is he's a fucking insecure, still at heart.
Aren't
fat
we
kid.
all?
I agree.
Aren't we all?
No,
I'm
so
not
this is a little ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
This is not ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
This is no. Okay, Oscar, just pull up the
getting
first text
angry
message.
already.
What
if
is
you
he
can.
saying?
What?
Let's just go.
Aren't
hold
we
on,
all
hold
what,
on. So let's
insecure?
pull it up.
That
Let's
he thinks
pull
that
this up.
He's right.
All right.
Oh, that
so
Jonah
this is
Hill?
one of the first ones. These are going to be a little out of order. I just, it's hard to find these screenshots online.
I'll explain my take after you guys are done with yours. Okay, so I'm very patiently waiting to.
That one.
So this one is the one that's kind of
guide.
going viral.
This is the
is
guide.
because this should be. We might make this a T-shirt because this is great.
This is absolutely
This is-
bullshit.
2 years ago, though, to be fair, mid-pandemic.
Yeah,
you
she
need to have
releases
some-
this 2
How long
years
have they been
later.
dating?
Also, what the
How
fuck?
long
So
have
this
they
is
been
prime
dating?
pandemic, and isn't he an insecure, fat little Jewish kid?
Right.
Yes.
Right? Like, this is all boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men. It's like, bro, peak pandemic, stop hanging out with people.
Well,
Okay.
Okay.
Listen.
All right. Let's.
how long have they been dating? Does anybody
It doesn't
know?
matter.
I just don't
He-
understand why she
he's
decided
upset.
to post it now.
Yes.
That bothers me. What do
Why?
you-
It doesn't matter?
Yes, it does. Because
Why?
all of a sudden now you want validation. Like, yo, baby girl. Like, it's
Unless it
already
got
too-
worse.
But they're not in the relationship since then.
Is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
How long are they? When did they break up? Does anybody know?
I mean, look at the dates.
Sarah Brady. But here's the thing about all of this is he is upset that she's basically continuing being who she is after they met.
And he's wrong for that.
It's such bullshit.
But when you date
That's like
somebody,
Estee telling you stop doing Instagram as slow whisper.
That's him telling me
Yeah.
I can't perform in front of people. I'd
Yeah.
be like, go fuck yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm fucking an A-list actor and you're
That means
Estee from
nothing.
Long Island,
This is, I knew this
A
was
lot of
this was
girls-
my profession ahead of time.
wow,
a
he
lot of
Jonah
girls-
Hill'd you just now.
I'm gonna fucking
he
snap
Jonah
my-
Hill'd
a
you.
lot of girls,
I'm like,
a lot of girls would understand. You know what a hockey wife is? You know what something like a lot of girls are like, oh fuck, I'm entering a complete. Like if I want to date Jonah Hill too, I have to know that I can't be doing bum peasant shit anymore.
Where's the guide for
Like
this?
performing at LPR on 90s nights. Like if fucking your favorite, whoever you wish, who's like the top guy for you, right? If it's like, who's the one guy that you're like, I would have like, if this, I would have married this guy if he would have said, who are you in love with celebrity wise?
Oh God, I don't even.
I don't
know.
think at this
I
age
just
she doesn't care.
I don't. I'm so far past that now.
Yeah, I think when
I'll
she
take
was
what I
like,
can
that
get.
would have been a good question when she was like 19.
Yeah, this is what I'm.
Fine, but who?
I
Like
don't.
you
I
wouldn't.
mean, I just hypothetic. Like I don't. I have no like guy crush that I think is like.
When you were 19, who was it?
Yeah.
20 years
Oh
old.
my gosh, she's gonna name
It's
somebody
probably
who's
gonna be
dead
like
already.
Brad Pitt back then.
Fine,
Fire.
Brad Pitt.
Sure,
Fine,
let's
Brad
just
Pitt.
use him.
Brad
Fire.
Pitt in his prime,
And he's still in his
Fight
prime.
Club.
You're you
Fire.
in Long Island. Brad Pitt rolls up on you and goes like, "Yo, like I fuck with you. Like I have the Oscars next week. Then we're
fuck
going
with
to
you, yo."
then we're going to Paris for like we're going to some film festivals there. Then we got to meet De Niro and Bono on a yacht for a birthday party. This is my schedule." And you're like, I have to sing a 90s night on Friday. He's like, honey, like I'm bringing you into a different caliber. Your entire life will change even after we break up. That's when I'm opening these doors. So
Okay.
I need you to play the part because being my girlfriend comes with certain responsibilities. I'm sorry. That's what you get for dating an A-list actor. Like that's what you have to play certain parts.
You don't have-
Otherwise, yeah,
Well,
you
listen,
do.
I agree with what he's saying because he's saying that, but there's no guide that ever tells that to a person, right? But a girl that like her, she had no idea what she's getting herself into.
Stop being a fucking idiot. Be like, oh, Jonah Hill wants me to
well,
do these
she's
things.
wrong
Fuck it.
because she thought she's naive and gullible, thinking that she's getting into some regular relationship. That's not how
Yeah.
it works.
If Jonah Hill called me tomorrow and goes,
Trolling.
Kirill,
But he's
shut
wild
down assholes
sold.
live
But
forever.
he's wild sold for doing that.
I'm not saying he's not soft for doing that, but I'm saying we don't know what the pressures of his world is, and if he needs a girlfriend because he has anxiety at events and she can't attend them, he might have different needs. She might not fill those needs, but he's just expressing. He's expressing what he wants.
This is controlling. That's not boundaries.
No, he's saying if you need this, but look, I can't be with you.
I would never be with someone who is that controlling.
And they're not together.
Check it out.
So I would be like, all right, this doesn't work for me.
But would you rather have a guy tell you all this than a guy fucking beat you? Right? At least he's just being like, this is what I want.
This is
this communication.
We all
this
agree.
Is healthy
insecurity.
Fine, but it's still communication.
We all agree that this is soft,
sure.
right? We all agree that this is soft, correct?
Yeah.
That it's insecure. But
so angry.
But can I tell you something? We all agree that this is soft, correct?
Yes.
We've all been here.
Hey, hold on. But
no, I haven't. I've never been there.
But can we agree that he's being vocal about what he wants?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. So is it normal? We're saying no, it's not. But he is being vocal about what his needs are. He's very clear.
Would like in life.
Yes.
His
needs are very clear.
Sure.
So we have to respect that.
Wait. Let's go down the list.
Sure.
Plain and simple. If you need surfing with men,
she's a professional surfer. Okay.
Boundaryless. He can't even spell it. I can't even pronounce it. Boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men.
That's
to ridiculous. Model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures. I say, shut up. Friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful. I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it. There will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for romantic partnerships. Bro, he's just saying, I'm insecure, I have problems, I'm letting you know what they are.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing my girlfriend in a thong because I don't want you to feel like an OnlyFans girl because I'm bringing you around De Niro.
Well, I don't know about that part. We were assuming that part. We're assuming that.
What do you think his social circle is?
Bro, he doesn't even look like he has a social circle. I'll be
he
honest
does.
with you.
Dude, he's hanging out with Kanye. He's such a fucking hype beast.
No,
he's
always
a hype
in the
beast,
cool
but
he's
spots.
fried out. He's completely
It doesn't matter.
next level fried out.
Jonah Hill's dope. I fuck with him. He's always been a fun actor.
He's a great actor.
Great actor.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, he's just laying out the truth, being like, dude, if Val,
but regardless of whether he lays out his
we went
truth
to
is soft
Nobu.
to
We
me,
went to
though.
Nobu on Saturday on the fucking Saturday. This guy's running around changing the pipes above us, and I'm like, Val, we're in Nobu Malibu. Stop touching things like we're fucking Outback Steakhouse, right? So it's the same thing. He's being like, yo, I don't need you in thongs on the internet right now. I'm bringing you around a caliber of people. You're not Kate Moss,
right? But his truth is soft. To me,
absolutely.
So it doesn't matter whether I can respect that he's being upfront about it, which is I give him points for that, being like setting up his boundaries. And
would you bring on a boat with your mother your girlfriend in a thong?
Sure.
You would?
Yeah.
Your mom wouldn't care about...
Man, dude, do you see what you do in front of your mom?
No. I'm just curious. Like, would you?
What?
You wouldn't be around
No,
in
I probably wouldn't wear a thong. But...
Right, but that's the same thing as bringing around...
No. I would have my girl wearing a thong in front of my mom. Appreciates it. She's like, wow, she's hot.
Yeah, but I'm more traditional.
What is that? What is the problem with that?
You would have your girlfriend in a thong around your mom.
Not in a regular thong, but I'm saying on the bathing suit if we went on the boat, like you said.
What's the difference between a thong and a bathing suit?
Are you asking me or you don't know yourself?
Same amount of ass is showing. In the kitchen it's inappropriate, but on a boat it's okay.
Is your mom wearing a thong? It's not an actual thong.
It's a thong.
No, we're talking about underwear and we're talking about bathing suit. They're two different things.
I probably would have a little more coverage.
We will never understand that level of fame, and the responsibility comes with being. That's why celebrities date celebrities usually, right? Because they both understand the pressure.
Yeah, well, I will say...
I guess it comes from a kid that's a little chubby. That's always been a little...
I can't... It's like, dude...
You can tell in the documentary...
You can't date a Louboutin and act like a flip-flop.
You can tell in the documentary that he has insecurities, clearly.
And he qualifies it by saying...
Sure.
I'm...
Sure, but surfing with men.
No.
Those are your buddies who you're fucking... You're a professional surfer. You can't surf with men. There she is.
Inappropriate. Look how much skin is showing on that bikini. Look at that. She's literally wearing a couch cushion cover. What is that? Yeah. That's what he's pissed off about? Let's make that bigger
wearing
real quick.
Bathing suits while surfing.
She's literally like, that's like a Sears.
Bro, do me a favor. Pull up a picture of both of them. I don't know who's the girl and who's the guy. Somebody pull up the picture.
Right there in the corner.
Holy shit. I honestly thought that was two lesbians.
He looks like a in that video.
They share the same outfits. They share the same bikinis.
He probably wants her
They wear
in
the same suits. I think he just wants her to be like him. Go to one over. They really share outfits. Maybe he's just mad he can't fit into her bikinis.
Oh my god, bro. Dude,
Fat camp.
Like,
I mean,
I just don't understand another thing that I don't like that she's doing. She's over here like, oh my god, I'm so insecure.
Whose side are you on?
I'm so insecure.
Whose side are you on?
My man, anybody can get it. That's just what it is. What do you think? Just because she flagged them, does it mean she's right?
Also, by the way, those text messages are not abuse at all. Those text messages, I've had fights with girlfriends way worse on text message and in person, right? She's just rinsing him over regular relationship shit. He's literally saying...
That's not regular relationship shit.
He's
that's
saying...
controlling.
No.
He's being soft. He's
Maria,
being wild soft.
It doesn't matter. You've never been jealous in a relationship. Fuck out of here.
When I was 21, not 35
yeah,
or 40.
absolutely not.
doesn't
That's
matter.
just like, that's a bitch.
When I'm 19 or 16, 17 years old, sure, bro. My man, you already
He's
fucking...
he's
you lost
acting like a little
weight, you have
bitch.
money, you have mad shit going on. He had sex with some of probably the hottest girls that we probably don't even know of.
You've never been insecure at your age in our relationship?
Sure, but I'm not saying you can't. I've never,
Maria,
ever
if I pulled
in
the text
our
messages
relationship...
when I sent you flowers...
That was a different
I sent
situation.
I sent Estee flowers
I've had
once.
cheating ex-boyfriends.
It doesn't matter. Estee sent me some wild shit.
That was one time
It doesn't
in 6
matter.
years.
If I posted those, they'd be like, this is a 35-year-old abusive relationship.
I wasn't 35 yet.
Yes, you were.
No.
I'll tell them the
I
story.
was 34. No. I'm
Estee,
just saying.
I sent Estee, we started talking, and I was nice. And I sent Estee flowers when I was just in LA, starting to just work on merch. Just starting to. And I sent her like a photo. I was like, yo, I'm having like really dope kebab shit out here. I was like pumped, right? You know, you share every moment of your day when you just started dating. And I missed her and I sent her flowers. And this bitch, 2 hours later, calls me and goes, she goes, who are you at dinner with? And I'm like, what?
First off, I didn't say it that
Yeah,
way.
you're like, where are you at dinner? Are you at sushi or something? And I was like, what are you talking about? I sent you a photo of where I'm eating right now. And she's like, oh, because your ex-girlfriend's in LA and she got flowers too today. I'm like, what?
Who's his ex-girlfriend? Who took Stengel?
Yeah.
How did she know that?
She was following my shit.
Checked
and
her
so
story,
I checked hers and I was
and
like,
they both,
coincidence. We're both
someone
in LA.
sent Lauren flowers. Maybe it was me.
She just started dating you? she just started dating you at that time?
Brand new.
Oh, okay. So
I couldn't
fine.
cancel,
I just got out of a
cancel
really
the flower
fucked up
delivery. I
relationship.
ordered hers by accident
I
first.
just-
And then I ordered yours.
I just
he
got
has
out of
them
a
on
really
automatic.
fucked up
Yo,
relationship.
and then she was like, I was like, you really think I sent you flowers?
And then I
my ex-girlfriend
apologized.
flowers.
I was like, no,
it
I
doesn't
fucked
matter.
up. I
Take
apologize.
that out of context and post it. Everyone will call you crazy.
Never in a million years have I ever been. You imagine all the other exes that you've had or whatever. Couldn't handle any of your parties,
Kirill,
nothing like
I'm not
that.
gonna
I've
punch
never
you in
been
the face.
insecure
I'm just
like
gonna
that.
scratch you.
That's a fact.
I've never been like,
But
you can't go to parties and do like, you know, just
You
like,
were about to say the one thing you don't want me to do.
yeah, I don't like when he spits in girls' mouths. That's the one rule. Just don't disrespect me that way. That's my
How's that
only
disrespectful?
rule. Because I think it's gross. It's just
It's
like
not- I'm not touching
human
them. It's just my
contact.
spit.
I know.
That's
It's
kind
just
of,
like,
yeah.
But it's okay to touch a boob.
I would have to
I don't
say,
care about that.
How is that not worse?
it's because it's.
Touching a boob isn't. Would you
I
get
would-
in more
if I
trouble
don't-
spitting in someone's mouth or
you guys
touching
might
their
as well
tits?
do the plug talk with fucking Adam 22, both of you, honestly.
I say it might
You
get
guys
to the
should do
point.
it.
If this podcast doesn't get enough views, you might be banging black guys.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
At this point, you guys should
I
cuck
mean,
it
like,
out.
I'm
honestly.
not.
Seriously,
Yo,
It's
I'm
just
going to tell
spit.
you guys, all these. Look, first of all, please put up the picture of them together
kissing?
on the carpet on Netflix. On the Netflix. Yeah, please.
Yeah, they look
I want to
horrible.
zoom in on this real
he's
quick.
wearing pearls.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in this picture, bro. But he was like, baby, if you
Yo,
don't
if
dress
I
like me
if I
today.
had his money and talent, I would be the same.
Bro, she looks like a regular girl from like.
Bro, he blessed a girl who was a nobody. Cinderella, right? It's like, bitch, act the part.
But somebody blessed Jonah Hill before too.
He Cinderella.
Don't forget.
He Cinderellaed her.
He knew what she was getting involved in.
And she
That's
didn't
what
know.
she
And
did
she
for a
didn't
living.
know. And
Yeah.
she didn't know what she was getting.
Jonah
involved
Hill
Alright,
looks
so
like one of
that's
the
why-
pirates from Pirates of the Caribbean. Can we pull up the cast of the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, he looks great.
That's why
He looks like the guy with the fucking
With
all
the
snakes.
one that had the fucked up teeth. He was one of the guys on the ship. We got to find the full blown cast of the ship right there. Hold on.
The guy in the middle.
He really does look like him, like on the red carpet. No,
God.
I swear, it's so good.
I mean,
if he
at
was
the
my
end-
friend, if I was friends with Jonah Hill, I'd hang out with him every day.
I know you would.
Yeah, and if he was like, "Yo,
You
Kirill,"
Ashton yourself.
and he was like, "Kirill,
I would be.
hey,"
I would just
he's like,
say
"Hey,
if,
Kirill, we're gonna be around we're going to this cool event. Like, I just need you to like, can you just not wear
If a
assholes
guy
merch?
gave me
I'd
a
be
list,
like, yeah, sure, dude. Of course.
if a guy gave me a list like that and he was an A,
Such a hoe.
You wouldn't?
He's a hoe, no?
Yo, you're such a
Kirill.
fag. Stop lying. If Drake walked in, Mark Wahlberg walked in here and was like, Val, I need you to like
Wear municipal.
No, not wear municipal.
So wear municipal.
If he was like Val, like
wear municipal underwear and showcase it in the mornings with me at F45.
If Mark Wahlberg told you to do something, you would do it.
I wouldn't.
Yes, you would, dude. Because if you're like, oh, I get to be friends with him, but he was like, yo,
yeah, but he would never
be
respect me.
And
He
no,
would never
yes,
respect
he would.
me.
He'd
No,
be
he
like,
wouldn't.
yo, I'm taking you into a different world. I need you to act differently. I need you to like step up. Like, hey, look, I'm from the streets too, but now I'm Mark Wahlberg and I have investments. I have all this shit. Val, I need you to clean up your language a little bit.
If we became real homies, then I would.
But that's the same thing. You're stepping up because you're entering a different world, right? Like if I have to go have a meeting with like LVMH and they want to collab with us, I'm going to talk to them way differently, right?
So you're
I have to
basically
play the
saying
part.
that
You're
because
changing somebody.
Yes.
No.
Bruh.
Change
That's
is good.
crazy.
Change
No,
is
not
good.
that kind of
Not
change.
that kind of change.
That's
That's
secluding
crazy.
yourself
This bitch
from
is
all
dumb
the
because
people that you
she
know.
could have stayed in the pocket for 2 years,
fucking
played the
way.
part,
No fucking-
walked
it'd be
out with a
miserable.
documentary, and dumped him.
No, who would
Bro.
want to be in a relationship like that for 2
No
years
one knows her
more than
name.
that?
Everybody knows Jennifer Lawrence. You know why? Because she fucking stayed in the pocket with Harvey Weinstein, played the role, and then came out as a fucking A-lister. And this girl's like, wah, wah, wah.
well,
and now
yeah,
nobody
if we're
cares
talking
about her.
if we're talking about in that sense of
Yeah, at least stay in the pocket. If you
Structure.
already got Jonah Hill, you got him. Keep him until you're famous and then get out of it. This girl had to like rinse text messages
I don't think
for
she
us
was
to
looking
realize
for
who
that.
she was. Have you heard of her? Where's her documentary? She didn't stay dating him long enough. He did a documentary about his therapist. He would have done one about his girlfriend long enough
never,
if you just stayed
never.
with her.
He would never do a documentary about her because she's his little puppet, bro. Are you crazy? And she brings no value. Studs brings value. He's actually helping him, right?
You just said she brings no value.
Well, I'm saying
you're a real
what
piece of shit.
If
she's a
you
strong
dummy,
woman.
You're telling me if she followed all of those fucking
Crazy.
Points on the boundary list, you think he would ever take her serious?
Hell no.
Never, bro. Are you crazy?
If any
I
guy
got a
ever
quick
told me to
question.
do
Now,
that,
And
I'd
her
say,
skill
go
is
fuck
surfing.
off.
She has no other skills. What other skill does she have? Making coffee in the morning for him?
Can I just throw this in there? Okay, we've heard from her.
Right.
He's not a big social media guy.
Right.
He likes his privacy. He does. But what if the other side of the story is we found out that she fucked a surfer while they were dating? Is that list
Bobby
okay?
Lee's girl did that, no?
Can you flip back to the text? If you find out that those text messages are after you find out that she fucked an old surfer boyfriend. We don't know that, right? What if
the
she
truth
fucked
is,
up
there
first?
are
Well, okay, that's
lot of
hypothetical. We're
ones-
not
But
talking.
all of this is hypothetical.
How?
Yeah.
If
Because we're
reading
only
it.
seeing one side. Do you not agree?
Well, look, we see some of her texts. Look, because it's absurd that a man who was so into the fact that I'm a good. Oh yeah, by the way, that's a fact. We didn't mention that. The beginning slide was him commenting her little post
Oh,
saying
yeah.
"You're so hot."
Yeah,
And
exactly.
she's surfing. So my man, so that doesn't make any sense. You're
Yeah,
over here
you
talking
knew
about
what
you're
you
so
were
hot
getting involved
surfing,
in.
and now you're surfing with her, but you're taking the talent away from her.
Yep.
How's that make sense?
What's the
Argue
point?
that.
What's the point?
I know. I want to know right there. Look.
Yeah, okay.
Look.
What's the point of going through life
Okay.
without developing and changing? Staying the same is
What
boring.
does that mean?
Meaning, if
That's
I'm going
like
to
you
bless
saying.
you, if
That's
I
like you saying you're
bless
going to
you-
stop taking pictures, bro. That you're not going to do photography ever again.
Val, if
Yeah.
you okay, do you
If
know
you
who? Do you know
told-
who Ezra Miller is?
No.
He's the guy who's playing the Flash. Is he the Flash? Right. This dude got blessed by Disney. Disney. Warner Brothers. They're like, you're the new Flash. This guy kept out of when he's not filming is such a fuck up that like the movie flopped and he's going to become a nobody. It's like when Warner Brothers goes, we're going to make you a star and you're going to be the star of the Flash. You can't be playing those who's that football player that fucking murdered someone? Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah.
Dude, you got blessed to be on the Patriots. You can't be bringing the old shit. You need to change. Hey, guess what? You're dating Jonah Hill. You just got signed to the Patriots. Fucking step up.
Yeah, my brother, but that's different type of change you're talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
You're telling
This
a
is
person to stop
controlling.
doing something she likes to do, bro.
Yeah.
That he
That's
never.
Okay, Aaron Hernandez liked to murder.
No, that's not the same. Once again, that has nothing to do with that. You're because right now you need studs actually.
He's so
Hold on.
manipulative.
No, if Miley
Yes, he
Cyrus
is.
asked
He's
me to be her
gaslighting
boyfriend,
and he's
Miley
If
controlling.
Miley told you stop taking pictures for the rest of your life, you're gonna just walk around and be
Yeah,
my little
you go
bird.
fuck yourself.
And you're gonna be a little
If
bitch.
Miley
You can't
Cyrus,
draw, you can't
yes.
be- you
Yeah,
can't
no,
be
you're
creative.
a fucking
You're
liar.
such a liar,
Can
bro.
I
You're a
finish?
liar.
Can I
You're a
finish?
liar.
You're such cap.
Finish.
Go ahead. Go
Can I
ahead. I'd
finish?
love to hear
All right,
this.
Miley Cyrus. I'm like, oh shit, abusive relationship. Okay, Fine. But I'm not a fucking dumb Jew. I'm a Jew. I go, if I'm already here, I've got my foot in the door.
Okay.
Why not suffer through it? Fine, I'll just be on vacation for 3 years, but I'll walk out with a real Rolodex. And then I'll go back to my photo career, and then I'll rinse her. This girl is a nobody still. You could have stayed with Jonah Hill, like I said, long enough.
Is this girl Jewish?
No, fucking Sarah Brady, probably not. She's got 2 H's in her name. That's my thing, is like, if you're going to date, if I dated a celebrity who was controlling, I'd stay in there long enough to develop my own network.
He's talking about a business plan.
Yeah,
I know.
because once you're in a shitty relationship, you have 2 options. You either stay in or get out. You've stayed in a shitty relationship before, and you were the one who was the breadwinner.
Yeah.
You caught your ex cheating and still stayed. And you were the breadwinner. And it was like, right? So then what happens? Right? In this situation, at least stay in the relationship and get paid.
No, it was
at least
so
stay in the relationship
toxic,
and get
though.
paid.
It was toxic.
Yeah, but how do you?
I would never want to be.
You're assuming. First of all, everybody slow down. You're assuming that she has a contract, that she's making money, or that he has her set up somewhere.
It doesn't matter.
We don't know.
If I just hang out with you everywhere, eventually your juice will pour over.
Well, clearly she didn't do a good enough job.
I'm a nobody. We can agree on that. Estee has 100,000 followers just because she dates me.
You're not.
That's my point.
Okay.
If I'm Jonah Hill, think about the level
Maybe
of fame that pours over.
she doesn't want any of that fame or anything like that.
Then take your ass off the internet.
No, she is what?
You heard me.
Wait, what the fuck are we talking about?
He said take your ass off the internet.
If you don't want fame. We're all fame
She's
whores.
just living.
No, she's not.
What's the problem with wearing
I have a good therapist for all 3 of us. You guys want to attend after or no?
You're a surfer and you can't hang out with friends. You can't wear a bikini.
That's like if you called me and said, "Do I want to hang out with my friends or Jonah Hill?" I'm gonna pick Jonah Hill every time.
My man, what bikini does she wear?
Kidding
Can
me?
you look at what bikini she wears?
He's like, I can't believe you don't understand this.
A little insecure bitch.
Hi, I'm Jonah Hill. I'm entering your life. You go, oh yeah, let me just keep doing what I was doing. No, hi, I'm now gonna be with Jonah Hill all the time. People disappear in relationships when they're not even dating a celebrity.
Yes, but first of all, I just located first of all, you guys are both on.
Don't people disappear?
No, hold on. One second.
Who do you hang out with more than anyone?
Look, you guys forget. Look, you are arguing about the emotional side and actually being truly in the relationship for the sake of the relationship.
Right.
He's talking about a business plan.
No, I'm saying once you realize, you're in an abusive relationship, once you're here, then don't just get out. Stay long enough to make some money off of it.
Right, transaction. You're talking
Fine,
about.
but by then it's already done. We're agreeing, right? I'm with you. Fine, it's abusive. This is fucked up. But why did she leave as a nobody is what I'm asking.
Well, now she remembered 2 years later, and now she wants to be a somebody.
But now it doesn't matter. Exactly.
Maybe
and now it's too late because she's going to be a hit for a week.
Correct. So what do we locate just now?
We locate she's a fucking loser with no drive. I just want to surf.
You know.
Hang out with Jonah Hill. It's Jonah Hill.
No.
People would pay to suck his dick. He's like, here,
I wouldn't.
you could do for free.
Nope.
I'd suck his dick.
Hell no, I won't.
You suck my dick, and I'm not Jonah Hill.
Because you're a respectful person who's actually.
What?
You're not. If you ever told me that shit, I'd say go fuck yourself.
Yeah, giggle.
If I told you what, Estee?
If you told me I can't perform on stage and do the only.
You can't. You're old.
Well,
you're falling apart.
That's my fuck up.
Things.
That's my fuck up. If you told me I had a list of rules, first off, I grew up with a little bit of fucked up of a family where
that no one gave you any.
Where
people
were like, you can't wear this,
rules.
you can't wear that, and I was like, growing
Who told
up
you
that
can't
way.
Wear this and that?
Not me, just growing up watching shit. So they're like insecure people trying to control.
Let me ask you a question.
Others.
Now, every time you need to do something, who do you ask for help to get dressed?
Well, I hate.
Okay.
Clearly,
so she goes, Kirill, tell me what to wear. Kirill, tell me where we're eating.
That's different.
You need direction.
That's
you
different.
need direction.
Yeah, but that's also
different.
she also wants you to be happy with her.
She's doing
like a partnership thing.
I am indecisive, guys. No, that's literally not it. I'm indecisive.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get you back here. You just ruined it. All right.
No. I'm indecisive, and I don't know how to clearly dress myself.
At some point, did I tell you I don't want you to be in real estate?
Yes. But that was for the better.
Maybe
that was for the better. I was in a windowless office.
We don't see the text messages where he's like, stop hanging out with these bums. I'm about to take you to meet to get a Victoria's Secret cover.
No. This is different. This is saying you can't hang out with your friends and all this shit.
This is completely two different things.
controlling somebody.
It is. And
you
also,
didn't
my
control
man,
me.
he's telling not to wear bikinis.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't want to hang out with, because how do I know your friends aren't selling shit to TMZ? I haven't vetted your friends. This is like dating it's like, this is an A-lister.
He has too many issues. Get out.
Nah, he's soft.
Yeah.
We've all been soft in this room. What do we...
At 17,
No.
brother. At 17, not at
17?
30.
You're telling me if I scroll through your text messages
Go ahead.
this year,
Yes.
you're not soft
Oh,
anymore.
I would love to. I would literally throw up. My girl even says, she goes, it's crazy that you would never, you tell me you welcome all the shit in. I tell her sometimes, she's like, oh, can I wear this out? I'm like, yeah, show it off. I'm
No,
like,
you're not soft about other things, ever.
Like what? What am I going to get upset about? As long as you're not over here fucking sending hearts and text messages to guys talking about I love you and baby and flirting, what does it matter to me? Then you're clearly not doing nothing. What am I so scared of? And also, by me being scared,
You want to show off your girl too.
yeah,
You
and
wanna
by me
be
being scared, my girl is always gonna want to low key think of weird shit on the side. But if I'm welcoming random things like that, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I would never get this anywhere else."
You're very secure, and we're secure. We are secure in our. You and I are secure
She
in our
said
relationship.
you and me.
You and I are secure in our relationship where
I'm not an
jealousy
A-list
and none
actor.
of that. It's principle.
My man,
it's
even
not,
if you were an A-list
it doesn't
actor,
matter about
That's
that
why they
shit.
date
Like, I don't
other
give a
actors
fuck.
because it's relatable. You have
Sure.
no idea what goes through Jonah Hill's head. You know what goes through mine, and I have a tenth of his problems, right? Like, he's literally, think about how much money he's an industry. He's bigger than Assholes Live Forever, and Assholes Live Forever is big, right? He's an industry. Like, he can't walk down the street without being recognized. Literally. He's Jonah fucking Hill.
If he doesn't make a movie for the next 5 years, he would be.
No, dude.
Promise.
He's a legend from what's the movie that put him on the map?
McLovin.
What was that movie?
Hangover.
Wall Street. Wolves
What?
of Wall Street.
No, the first one.
That was a great movie.
Superbad, yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
he's for Superbad. Lives
Nobody
on
knows that,
like
though.
one of everyone knows.
No,
Superbad.
ask
Yeah,
an
yeah.
18-year-old right now what Superbad is. They won't tell you.
So this is a fake cult he started, right? You know this thing? Camp Meaningful Exists, whatever. It's like a fake.
What is this?
What is that?
It's like a fake cult that
It's like
Jonah Hill started.
his clothing line.
Yeah, but it's like
Cult
Look.
clothing line.
This is like what came out like after
Complete
all these things.
unrelating control.
Unrelenting. Meaning, so you're saying because his clothing line is already very
Controlling.
is about control.
The control snapback.
I mean that's what came
He's
out.
got
on
he's
Instagram,
on a
right?
fucking power trip.
So what are the other texts, Oscar? Whatever. There's like 8 screenshots. She rinsed them. So here's my problem with this: is like she put on her story like a pedestrian. Like it's just so like you're like rinsing someone on your
It's
story.
getting a little. It's kind of. I mean, sure, she wants to prove a point.
Go
All
to the-
good,
is there more,
but
Oscar?
like. She's trying to make like self-awareness of just what's out there, and a lot
I
of
literally
people.
am the best boyfriend on earth. That should be. I might make that a shirt.
Said every controlling guy ever, right?
I tell you all the time I'm the best boyfriend.
I know.
Am I
You
the best
say
boyfriend
he
on
goes,
earth?
I'm the catch here. That's
I
why
am
he'll
the
never
catch.
propose to me
I'm
because
the
he
catch.
wants me to.
Okay.
Because he
Pros and
thinks
cons.
I'm gonna
Who's
do.
the catch, Val, in
Me.
this relationship, Val?
I am.
I'm not arguing about this.
Who's the catch?
And also on top of
Who's
it all,
the catch?
I mean, listen, I'm not getting
I'm a
involved in that.
rare.
You're a rare.
Rare's not always good.
You guys are both rare.
Thank you.
Yeah, like a rare disease is
Yo,
bad.
listen,
because there's nothing for it.
I hate that
I'm a
she
rare
co-
gem.
I hate that she used Vice as a source. Like as soon as you use Vice as and also the feminist.
do you mean
comments.
Vice as a
She
source?
kept saying maybe he needs to be around more feminists.
Who said that? She did. Oh yeah, keep scrolling.
So
She
what
goes,
feminist men? What does that even mean? My girl's like,
Wait,
oh,
no, wait,
it means
wait,
like
wait, go back.
feminist.
Wait, you
she's
just said it.
she's trying to. She didn't say it the right way. She's basically saying about men that give like a respect women. I'm like, I respect women too, and I give my girl. I don't care what she does. You can do whatever career she wants to choose, whatever she wants to do. She can go ahead and do it. It doesn't bother me. But using the term feminist,
Right? Yeah.
I don't understand what she meant by that. What does that mean? Somebody tell me.
I didn't read that.
He's just sad, and then says, "I respect myself too, because I want and what I let into my heart and inner circle." That's it.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
He's just insecure.
That's okay. We're all insecure. Estee, when's the
scared.
last time you posted a fucking Instagram photo or
It
reel?
is true though. As an A-lister,
Why?
he
'Cause
is
I don't
more
care.
insecure because he does have a lot more to lose than most people as far as publicity goes.
Right, and it's just like you got to stay relevant. You got to be good at your job. Like
That's not this.
A career's not guaranteed.
That's not this. This is personal.
This is stress.
This is personal.
Nah, but him telling her that she can't surf and fucking wear bikinis.
Like,
my man,
that's
you're really
crazy.
fucking
I
feeling
get
right.
where you're like, you can't go out drinking and getting in
Tom
bar
Brady
fights.
and Gazelle, Tom
different.
Brady couldn't do that with Gazelle because Gazelle was making
Giselle?
Giselle. She's a gazelle. No, I'm saying that she was making more money than him at one point. He's not gonna tell.
No, she makes
Gazelle.
more
She
money.
makes more money than
Her
him.
net worth is way
He's
more
not
than
gonna say
his.
Gazelle, don't wear bikinis.
Giselle.
Giselle.
Yeah, she makes more money.
She
He
makes
makes
more.
more money than
Giselle.
her.
Giz?
Whoever makes more money makes the rules.
No.
Yes,
Don't
100%.
fucking
I
even
need to
go.
eat 100%.
You don't get to make the rules.
Yeah, you got to
Nobody
clean the
makes
house
rules
after
for
this
me.
episode. You know that. What? You don't have to?
I enjoy
You
cleaning
choose
the
to.
house.
Whatever you say
I
to
enjoy
yourself,
cleaning the
whatever
house
you say
because
to
you
yourself-
live like an animal.
What? Yeah, an animal that brings in revenue to pay for
Do you
the
wash
things.
dishes?
What? Do I wash dishes?
No.
What?
What?
Why would I
I'm
wash
saying,
dishes?
does he ever put the dishes in the dishwasher?
No.
Why would
No.
I? I pay for the things that make the dishwasher
But
run.
I'm happy to like that. Doesn't.
She's
I don't
ha-
give a
yeah,
fuck
what-
about
she's
that.
happy.
I'm
lie
fine
to yourself
with that.
about whatever you want, but those are those are your responsibilities. You're not
Kirill,
choosing to do them.
Don't
You're
act
not
like
choosing to do it.
your.
You think
But I always
am
said I'll never
choosing-
be your fucking
am I
Stepford housewife.
Am I choosing to pay the rent, or do I have to pay the rent?
You made me move here.
Excuse
I
me?
contributed to LA
Yeah, I
and to
agree.
New York.
Yeah, and now
I
you
moved here
don't.
for you.
You still make money.
She moved here
Yeah,
for you.
make
but I
great money.
moved here for you.
Yeah,
I would
and I
be
help you
living
with your
here
business.
if we broke
I
up.
help you with
If
all-nighters.
I broke up with you, my
You
ass
would
would be
be-
back in New York.
Yeah, and then calling
I'd
me
be
every
paying
week for
New York.
Instagram captions.
And you would be banging, you said?
Oh, no, and I'd be just back in New York.
Yeah, I'd be with Georgie here.
No,
you wouldn't keep
uh-uh.
Georgie. I pay for all his bills.
She would keep Georgie.
I would keep him out of spite.
Georgie's you're an evil.
then give him up for
All right,
adoption.
Jonas.
You are Jonah.
You are Jonah.
You are low-key Jonah, though. with
You
it.
are.
I would take down your Up All Nighters website.
Yeah, but being a Jonah Hill is wild soft.
if we break up, what do you
You
think
like being
is gonna
soft, like Jonah?
happen? I'm in touch with my emotions.
You like being soft, like insecure?
I'm not insecure.
No.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not insecure.
You're being low-key Jonah right now.
Why? Because
Because you're trying to basically say all the things you provide, so like you're your beat. Like you're gonna be
Yeah.
like nothing without me.
it's like we have responsibilities in this relationship.
No, I pull my weight. You pull your weight.
Yeah, and your weight involves cleaning the house. Mine involves paying for the things that involve that
You
house.
don't tell me what to
Right.
do. I
Well, you guys-
voluntarily do
I say
that.
you don't tell me to pay the rent either. I just do it.
Yeah,
because
well,
I
'cause-
have to.
well, you guys
Because
split
you
the
made me move
obligations, right? You pay for
Yeah.
the rent, and she helps you with
yeah,
the dishes.
yes,
Yeah.
but she doesn't choose to do them. She has to.
Right,
do
but you
them.
don't wanna pay the rent either.
I like
You
doing
ha-
them because you
But
live
you don't-
like
I
an
don't
animal.
like paying the rent, Estee. I
am
have to.
also OCD
Since when was I
where
at marriage
if something's
counsel?
out of
OCD,
place.
yeah.
What
Clean
the
kinda-
fuck is this?
say?
Yo, since when am I at marriage counsel?
I'm just telling you.
Giselle or
If
Gazelle?
I said
Someone tell me.
Estee, what? Hey, if laundry's not being done in at home after like a month it piled up, I'd be like, Estee, when the fuck are you going to do our laundry?
Right.
Right. In the same way, if I don't pay rent, she's going to be like, Kirill, why is rent not paid on time? Right. But she looks at it like, what? Oh, you're telling me I have to do laundry like a housewife? Hey, guess what? I have to go play my gender role and pay the rent. How do I do that? By going to work. So yeah, I can text you and be like, yo, are you going to do the fucking laundry or what?
Not that. Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
If it piles up, if I don't pay
Not
rent
with
for a
that
month,
kind of
No,
fucking
not
if
with
I
that
don't pay
kind of
rent for a
tone.
month, what is your tone going to be with me?
What the fuck are you doing?
If you don't do laundry for a month, my tone is going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why
But
can't I
that's
tell?
not even a conversation because I like.
Right,
It's
you guys
just
are just
is.
trying to
doesn't
rile
matter.
each other up.
Yeah.
And it's
No.
not happening in here. Not on my watch.
But my point is,
I
it's
said the
not
fight
a
is over.
I don't care if you think it's a choice or not. It's a responsibility too.
Right.
Not this though.
Yeah,
this
but
is
this
completely
Jonah Hill
different.
shit is not in comparison to what you're talking about. That's
No.
the
Yes,
issue.
it is.
No, it's not.
At some point,
You're-
it is.
No, it's not,
Listen,
Kirill.
you're
If you show up in a wrinkled shirt to the
Hey.
I
Oscars,
want to punch you in the face. So
Your 2
bad.
points are the
I'm in an
transaction.
abusive relationship,
Yeah,
folks.
hey, your point is the transaction of like, yo, if you're already in this shit, stay in the pocket, get yours, right? So
Yeah.
okay, cool. That's one. The other point you're saying is that he's being clear about his boundaries,
Val.
and that's who he is because he's an A-list actor, and he should be insecure because he's an A-list actor.
Val.
So that's
Val.
That's
tomorrow,
your 2 points.
Tomorrow I sell Assholes Live Forever.
Okay.
For $100 million.
Okay.
I call you and I go, yo, we're going to this crazy party. It costs $1 million. We're going to take a private jet.
Okay.
It's going to be like, we got to celebrate.
Right.
It's going to be nuts. But it's like, this is the dress code. This is how I need everyone to act. You can bring your girl. This is how we all got to be. Because like, we're in the next, wouldn't you be at home being like, yo, we just entered the next level.
My man,
like,
that's
I gotta
one
step
day.
up.
This is a whole relationship.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
If I have $100 million tomorrow,
and
our entire world changes. We're no longer the same people. Do you understand? If you have $100 million or $50 million.
But if our world changed, then you said, yo, Val, by the way, you know, our world changed. Like, I can't have you like putting up pictures with you and your girl, or I can't have you doing funny little videos with your mom, or I
You're
can't
gonna be
have
in
you,
jail.
or
If
I
I
can't
told
have
you-
you,
You feel like you're
or
in
I can't have you
jail.
doing CrossFit. Yo, Val, you can't do CrossFit no more. You can't work out. Like, I want you to eat like that. I'll be like, yo, my man, I know your world changed, our world changed, but I'm sorry, I'm not following these rules.
Exactly. 100%.
I
I would
can't
back
do it.
follow
that.
the rules for a little.
No.
In the
I can't.
beginning. In
Not
the beginning,
hell
just
no.
if we're
because
doing
you
No,
little
I'd
shit,
be
if
like,
we're
this
switching
kid's
up
out of
little
his
things,
fucking mind.
if we're switching
it
certain
starts
things,
little things, right? And then eventually you realize
but
you're not
not
the same.
straight up talking about, yo, you can't surf no more with your boys.
I'd be
That's
like, yo,
insane.
Val, I can't have you doing barbershop shit anymore. We're like hanging out with Elon Musk, and when I introduce you to people, I can't be like, yo, it's my boy Val.
Oh
the
yeah,
barber.
I'd be like, no doubt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But that's because
This is
I don't love
different.
it. She loves surfing. That's two different
Yeah.
things.
That's
Doesn't
like
matter.
It's
Yes,
like
it
you
does.
telling me
Yes,
not
it
to
does.
perform
if
ever
you told
again.
me, Val, you can't work out anymore because we're gonna start hanging out with Jeff Bezos, I'd be like, yo, eat a dick. I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
100%.
You'd
Because
hang
I
out
love
with
working.
Jeff Bezos a few times to be like, yeah, I kind of want.
No, I'm not doing
No.
it.
You'd be
No.
like, I can maintain
I'd be
this
like, who
other
the
ways.
hell does
You
he
find
think
ways
he-
to maintain. You'd
No, no,
adapt.
no.
You'd
And
adapt.
then you would say, yo, but we have to eat the donuts 24/7 and you can't work out. I'm be like, yo, my man.
No, but I
You
wouldn't
don't
want that
want that.
either.
You
I wouldn't
fucking
want that
dumb.
either.
Yeah, you might not want it, but what if Jonah
No,
did?
no, no.
Jonah
You feel
wants to
like
eat
you're in
donuts with me.
prison.
I'll eat donuts with Jonah
Nobody
any day.
wants to feel like they're in prison like that. That's just crazy.
It's whack, bro.
Nobody, like, that kind of control is just like so toxic.
Bro,
and
if I told you tomorrow and I said, yo, Kirill, you should change up your brand and change Slow Whisper on Instagram because you would get a lot more brand deals and more shit, you would be like, no.
I think about that literally every day.
You'd be like,
I
I'm not
literally
doing
go.
it.
I literally asked. I think you. I asked some other people. I'm like, should I change? Should I swap Slut Whisper with Kirill Was Here? So that Kirill Was Here can have the 1 million followers, and I can probably get better brand deals because I don't have the word slut in the name, and I don't know whether I should do it or should not. I'm at the point, Val, where I'm like, it would be nice to get extra like passive incomes, right?
But yeah, back in the day, you were like talking about. I don't mean to
Yeah,
bring
'cause
personal
she's- how old
info.
is she? Can I
but
just ask a question?
But he's
Can
losing
I ask her
Hennessy
age?
deals.
Can I ask
But
her-
now he would love a Hennessy deal, right?
That's why I would like to know her age, because she's probably on some young people shit and didn't realize that, hey, when you realize you're like 38 years old, the surfer thing didn't work out, you're going to wish that maybe like, hey, at 39, I might play the part a little more than at 21. Because at 21, you're like, the world's
old
ahead
is
of me.
she?
At 39, I would step in line way more than I would.
How old
at-
was she 2 years ago?
She's currently 25.
Yeah, she was 22
Oh my
years
God,
old.
she was 23 years
Yeah,
old.
so she was like, my whole life's ahead of me. If she was 39 being offered Jonah Hill shit, she'd be like, where are we going? Fuck yeah. I don't need those friends. You only have 2 friends to begin with at 39
I have some
years
mean
old.
comments for both of them, but I'm not going to say them. But
How old is Jonah Hill?
he's got to be in his late
This is
30s.
3 years
Late
ago.
30s,
2 years
yeah.
ago. 2 years ago, she was 22.
mid-30s probably.
She was 22.
He's like 36.
he's like 34, 33.
39.
Oh my
So
God.
he's 37. She's 15-year age difference. Dude, that's a big gap.
Significant.
And he's seen the world enough to be like, honey, like, you should probably just do it my way.
Nah.
No.
Can't do it like that.
No.
Not the way he did it.
No,
You shouldn't have done it the way he did it.
That's just like, these are my rules. Well, it's but he's saying like, this is
But
what
I
I'm
respect
comfortable
the
with.
fact that this is what he wants, right?
This is what he's
You
comfortable
can't
with.
be upset about
It's
it.
just the way he came about it.
Would
It's
you
just
rather
controlling.
him text? Would you rather him text or her come home in a bikini and he puts her head through a wall?
Yeah, but that's two different things, Kirill.
That's
We're talking
different
about-
ways of manipulating someone to tell them I don't like it. This is at least okay. Look,
Emotional and abusive is
insecure. Fine,
essentially the
but
same
I'm
thing,
also
too.
insecure. I'm also insecure about a lot of things in life. He's insecure in a relationship. He's like, yo, my friends are saying like maybe your girl like, and he's gonna listen to his friends because his friends are his social circle.
Bro.
If my boys were telling me, yo, your girl's kind of whack, blah blah blah, it would affect you, and at some point you'd probably. Your relationship would fall apart.
This is different.
Listen, I'm
This
going to
is
explain
different.
something to you. I get the point of what you're trying to make, but I also just don't understand.
This is very black and white. Like, you're not allowed to do this.
All right, what
You're
else
not
is
allowed
there
to
in
have-
this?
We'll respect you either way, but these are my boundaries of a romantic relationship. Thanks.
I'd love to know before the premiere. So I'm not put in the position of publicly flaunting our love if my boundaries are going to be continued to be disrespected. Dude, this is a guy who literally paparazzi chase, right? His world is nothing we'll ever experience. And he goes, I'm taking you to a premiere of my movie. I'm the star. Hey, guess what? When they put me in a movie, millions of people hand over money to see me pretend. Do you know how famous I am? I'm taking you. You're holding my hand for my movie. The whole world is watching. I just need to know if you're going to be in the pocket with me.
So he wants to make sure that she doesn't surf anymore because his movie's getting released.
Sure. If Jonah
ridiculous.
Hill's like,
dumbest shit I've ever
You
heard.
can't wear a bikini.
Yeah, what?
Everybody wears bikinis.
Bro, do you
This
see
is
the
you wear
bikini she's
bikinis.
wearing? Can we please talk? Can we pull up the bikinis that this girl's wearing?
Yeah.
Bro, please. Somebody, I'm getting
They're so
fucking annoyed.
modest.
They're his
No,
right.
it's not mad. Look, what is this? My mom used to wear this shit in 1985,
Hold on,
bro.
one right
What
there,
the fuck
yeah.
is that, bro?
look at this
Come
whore.
on.
Look at this fucking slut
Yeah,
on the
right, bro.
surfboard.
You saw your assholes live forever bikinis. You
They're
can
all
fucking see
one
them.
pieces.
Look how much. What
They're
is that?
one pieces.
The shit Pusinta comes out of your bikinis that you make.
Too much ass.
Yeah, right. You're an idiot.
He wants
Look
her
at
to
that
wear-
granny panties.
He wants her to wear a wetsuit.
Come on.
Go to her Instagram. Pull up
He
her
wants to
Instagram.
wear a wetsuit.
Can we actually see her Instagram page? 131. No, she only picked up 50,000 followers.
That's a
All
lot.
right. I mean,
Is
honestly,
this like not as relevant as we
this
think?
is gross. Look at this fucking.
Imagine being
hoe.
famous because Jonah Hill tried to
There's
manipulate you.
nothing wrong with this.
That's crazy, bro.
There's nothing wrong. Like,
Yeah.
There's
nothing wrong with what she's doing. I agree.
She's literally just, and she was also saying that he was trying to not let her do a deal with Roxy and
horrible. That's horrible.
another surf brand. He's controlling her.
But
Like, she's trying to
she
make-
took a
to
picture
get a
of the
deal
clam.
with, like,
you
a-
saw she took a picture of the clam right there.
Right there. Look
That's
at that.
a middle
Look
shot.
at
The
that.
clam.
Yeah. Don't fucking be doing that when you're dating Jonah Hill.
Oh my
Are you
God.
disgusting or what?
Don't be doing that
Yeah,
before the
yeah,
premiere,
yeah,
yo.
yeah.
Don't be doing that before the clam award. Yo,
It's
listen.
not like these are all modest.
Nah,
Like, who
she's
cares?
fine. There's pictures of buildings and shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yo, she's fine, dude.
Yeah, I mean these. I will be honest with you guys. These photos are like I've seen like
This is
These are the
premature
most
fucking.
normal
This looks like
chick.
my parents fucking.
like I would show these photos.
She's on a boat. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
Why are
literally,
you
who gives
this
a shit,
yeah,
bro?
probably
insecure?
Jonah Hill's boat.
Yeah, right.
Nah, this is
Yo,
like,
my
come
man,
on, man.
All I know is this happening. Jonah Hill is 37
What's
years
her
old.
stories
He wants to
look like
mold
right
this
now?
girl. He wants to just abuse her, mold her, and turn her into a wife, put kids in her, and then just disappear and then just run around. That's what it seems like to me. That's what it comes out.
I would have at least
Is this-
been.
what's that-
and
what's that
I would have
called?
if I dated her, I wouldn't have said what he said, but I would
Is
have
he
texted
grooming
her.
her?
If
Yeah.
I did.
He's grooming her?
100%.
No. But if I
100%.
dated her, I
100%.
would not complain about anything except be like, my only text to her would be like, bitch, you better remove the pronouns from your bio. That's the
Yo,
only thing I'd have
for
a problem.
real, bro.
I'd be like, she, her.
Oh my god,
I would have been now taken by Jonah Hill.
third generation member.
If
bro.
I
don't know.
if Jonah Hill is my friend, I'd have him in my bio. I'd be like, friend of Jonah Hill's.
Bro, all I'm telling you
Way
is
bigger than a Roxy
he
deal.
fucked up when as soon as
If I could get a Roxy deal, I'd be like, let's go.
and also he's trying to
You want
get
your
a
own
law student.
identity.
She's obviously gonna argue everything.
You want your own identity.
I'll be Jonah Hill's best friend
told
forever.
me even, come on brand with me. I was like, no, I'm not leaving. Like, I need to have the
Your own thing.
all-nighters with my
Yeah.
own
What's your
identity.
identity?
I need
I
my
don't see you
own
posting
thing.
too much. How's your identity
'Cause I'm
going?
right.
How's your branding going on your own without me?
What?
If you were here making content every day with
I'm
me,
fine.
we'd have
I'm
a good
booking.
identity.
I'm good.
She's
No,
yo,
how's
I
your
see her at the
identity?
weddings. She's chilling.
Yeah, I'm good. I just want my own identity. I can't be.
She has her little
So
dresses.
let me
That
ask: when
person.
I do the clapbacks for you, sometimes is that your identity or is that my identity pretending to be your identity?
No, they're great. Like, I have
I
terrible
don't know why.
clapbacks.
So that's-
You're working so hard to prove Jonah Hill, though. I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out what exactly about Jonah
Because
Hill.
it's not Jonah Hill. Dude, if anyone of that caliber was like entered my life
And told you to
became-
stop surfing because you did it since you were a little kid.
Do you,
You're gonna
let
stop.
me just tell you this. Can I just say this? It's an old man thing. The older I get, the more I realize how hard it is to make money and how hard it is to keep.
I don't
staying
disagree
relevant.
with that.
You're only 30. You were just in your 20s. You're
Right.
still a baby.
And I know that it's hard to make money.
But just listen. Nobody 6 years ago, Hey Big Mike was in nightclubs begging me to get him in until he attached himself to Logan Paul. And once that happened, Hey Big Mike is opening burger spots.
Okay.
He built his own brand off of it by just playing and cleaning up his act a little and being like, what does Logan need me to be? Right? I played my part. And guess what? Logan Paul is not an A-lister. At this point, probably through internet culture and his wrestling and all that shit, and because he's so recognizable, I'd probably consider him an A-list celebrity. And he can shut down a mall, right? If one of these people comes into your life, like you'll be like, this is an opportunity I can't pass up.
Kirill.
It happens.
These are unrealistic.
I understand what you just said.
Boundaries.
But if Logan Paul told Mike, yo, don't talk back to me on the fucking podcast, or stop fighting my opinions, or stop doing this, he wouldn't listen.
Val.
He wouldn't listen.
Val.
The reason why his brand works, Logan low-key wants him off the podcast. He can't get him off because he's already too embedded in the fucking
good. So it worked. So it worked, right?
For Mike.
Yeah,
because he didn't listen. Point. But he didn't listen to him.
But
he didn't listen to him. That's the difference.
Right. And he didn't listen to him and did what?
And did what he wanted.
So what did I say she should have done? Is the minute she got annoyed at him is still stay.
And still served?
And stay long enough.
It wouldn't have worked because he said don't disrespect me before the premiere, so he was ending things anyway.
You're nuts. If I told you that your salary is you're going to make millions of dollars this year on this podcast, but I have some rules, you'd be like, you know what? I trust you, Kirill, because you built this brand. You built a brand. You built this brand. You trust me. Do you trust me if I make a business decision for this podcast?
Sure.
Cool. So that's the thing. That's essentially, he's going, trust me. I'm about to pluck you.
Val, you can't work out for a whole year.
I'm plucking you.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you need to
get it. Because that means I have to sacrifice my mental health of how I feel just for the sake of the fucking podcast. If you said to me, yo, Val, I got 2 M's for you this year, and you can't work out, I'm like, all right, cool.
That's the point.
But did he say that to her?
It's unsaid because I'm plucking you from obscurity.
No, absolutely not.
You're no. Because Val, are you a hustler or are you like shit handed to you?
First of all, you're asking two.
But she's getting Roxy deals and shit.
No, because I don't need to be Jonah Hill and tell you being my friend is going to benefit you financially. You should just know that.
No,
right?
that's also wrong.
Val, if I'm
she's
Jonah,
23. The person is completely naive.
Fine. I'm not saying she's not naive. I'm saying in this situation, if Jonah Hill entered my life,
right,
and he goes, Kirill, clean up the porn stuff a little bit. Like, don't do the naked girls, but I'm going to start wearing Assholes Live Forever everywhere. And I think I can get into a few movies. I'd be like, whatever you say, bro, let's go to the next level. Put me on I'll go.
It's not the same.
He's
different. Telling you straight up that I'm going to pay you. If he told her, if I saw in those text messages, if Jonah Hill said, yo, you're going to be famous in the next 3 years.
I'm taking it over
here.
I'm giving you a contract. You're going to make a lot of money. I'm going to build you a house. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do. But he's not telling her that.
Val, if I call you, if Mark Wahlberg calls you tomorrow and goes, yo, the new movie I'm doing, it's the new movie. This is my movie, whatever. The new whatever. You're going to be at the red carpet with me and I'm going to announce our friendship publicly.
Okay.
Is that enough information? Because he said that in a text message. Like, I need to know what we are, and if you can play the part. If he was like,
friendship and relationship are two different things.
It's pretty close to the same thing. It's pretty close. Only thing you and I have is we don't fuck.
You have thoughts in your
you and I don't have sex. That's the only difference between me and Estee and me and you.
What the fuck is that? Yeah, I know, but you got to understand. You're talking about a personal, emotional relationship.
I have an emotional relationship with my friends.
I have an emotional relationship with you too. You
want to make out? If I told
we
you,
don't make out. Do I come at the end of our friendship? At the end of the night,
Val, you trusted me to come to LA to move to do this podcast with me, right? And I'm me. Now, if Mark Wahlberg goes, hey, Val, I'm doing a show and I want you to be my sidekick with me and we rock this thing together. Here's the thing, though. It's going to be filmed in Iceland for a year. We won't be able to work out. It's like, I don't know if it's going to make us any money. I don't know anything, but...
My brother, I'm not building a family with Mark Wahlberg. Why don't you understand? It's a completely different thing.
This is your partner.
This is my partner that I might have kids with. That has two different things.
Yeah.
You
don't want to be locked down like that.
Forever.
You're not locked in with her. It's just a relationship.
You're not allowed to have friends.
She's not allowed to fucking... What kind of bikinis does she wear? Can I ask you? Pull up this bikini.
What if it makes him uncomfortable?
Throw something at this TV.
What if it makes him
because
uncomfortable?
Her bikini sucks. And he's telling her she can't wear that. Look, it looks like a pamper on her ass.
What if that bothers him? Is he allowed to not like it?
She used to wear bikinis and that's her new way.
Are you allowed to communicate that you have a... Like, if someone has a mental illness... Right? And we agree that all of us...
He wrote in the text message, by the way, he's been dealing with his own mental...
We all have it, right? We all have shit. Estee doesn't mind if I touch tits. Your girlfriend would, right? So it's just we all have our preference. So he's just telling you, here's what my shit is. For some reason, my social circle is this Illuminati thing that you'll never understand unless I bring you in. But I can't bring you in if you... I can't bring you in that world if you do that. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong, but it's wrong for me and my crew. In the same way that your girlfriend will be like, hey, Val, you want to date me? You can't touch tits. But Estee goes, Kirill, well, you can touch tits while you date me.
He's essentially making her like she can't have any outside life. Like her life is only his life.
But he's saying you don't have to be in this if you can't do this, but please let me know if you can, because I have a fucking movie premiere to go to. Like if I called you up and said, Estee, I would love to date you, but honestly, you can't do LPR anymore because I like you a lot and I'm going to be on the road
If this
filming.
was disclosed, the way you just presented
You
it.
don't know. It's a one-sided text message.
Right.
Where are the phone calls halfway
Right.
through that are like, you know what, babe, let's talk it out on the
If
phone.
I was very, very famous and I told my girl, I said, yo, listen, I know you like me. I like you, but my life is completely different from what you're used to. Blah, 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 blah.
And I have a movie premiere tomorrow, so
what do you
tell
like
me.
to do? I would ask her, be like, what do you like to do?
That's
What's
what
your-
he said.
What's your schedule like? Mark Wahlberg didn't go and tell us. We don't know what Mark Wahlberg tells his wife, right? Like, yo, if you can't
Bro, most
do this and that-
relationships in Hollywood, they all know they fuck around no matter what. They have an unwritten like, yo, it's what rappers do, right? Rapper wives kind of, sports wives are
Sports
usually
wives,
like,
yeah.
happens too, right? Kobe cheated,
Yeah.
right? And she's stuck in the pocket because she's like, I get it.
Well, she came back to him. She was about to bounce. She came
You
back.
just
She
go,
left him.
we have a certain amount of time left on this planet. I'm going to make sacrifices to have the best version of my life. And that might include, I want to be Kobe's wife. And it comes with a lot of
Right.
perks. It comes with way more perks than marrying some
Well,
other
she
guy
was his
who's
wife.
going to do the same thing to me too.
Kobe's wife is unfortunately not the best
You
example
think
because
this girl,
Kobe.
Jonah Hill is no different than probably half the men out there. She's going to meet another guy who's controlling. She might meet another guy who's abusive. It's going to take her a while to find her guy.
Well-
You've had abusive relationships. Yeah.
To
So
be
like,
fair, how many
just-
guys, doesn't matter how good looking they are, whatever they are, most guys feel that way.
yeah.
So-
Most guys
and
are
that's
soft
the
and
shit.
don't
But then
want
I
a girl
break
on the
up with
internet.
them.
Right, but I'm
Once
saying, even I asked my girl and she told me, she's like, yeah. Because at the end of the day, most guys don't go through enough experiences to feel secure themselves mentally.
They're not around sex enough to be able to be secure with that too,
Right.
right? Most guys are like, I don't want once it's my girl, you're my girl.
Right.
No, none of my friends said you can't be friends with this, that, and the other.
lot of
I would
people-
literally
a lot of
tell them to
people-
go fuck
yeah.
themselves. If anybody told me what I can't do with my life, what I can't do, like, I don't like to be told I can't do something.
Estee,
Same.
but
I
our
don't like
fights, if they
being-
happened in text message in the beginning of our relationships, they don't look great either on paper.
Oh my God.
They don't
Yeah,
look
she
great.
doesn't
on,
have an answer.
They don't look great. They don't look great on
Yeah, they
paper
don't.
either. But
No.
fights aren't supposed to look good on paper. Whose fights and is reasonable? That's what fights are. You're both being a little unreasonable, and then eventually you both either
Come to
even out-
compromise,
come
yeah.
to a compromise.
Yeah.
You're just watching a fight, right? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, most
Like, why are we analyzing people like he's so abusive? It's like he's literally saying, "This is who I am. This is what I want.
mean, he is
Take it or
insecure.
leave it." That's okay. That's okay. If I do cocaine and she goes to fucking needs to go to like help her children on the weekends, and I'm a cokehead, we're not gonna mesh. And I hit her with some, yo, I need to do coke on Sundays, and she goes, I need to go help her kids. Are you gonna come with me or not? I'll be like, no. She'll be like, all right. Well, I need to know this shit. It's just it can happen.
I think
in
there's a
every
lot of
neighborhood.
people in America that deal with that problem.
Right, and this is
Oh,
the and
A
that's
lot
abusive
of them doing
relationships?
meth, and
And
then
the
a lot of
extreme-
people dealing with
right, and that's essentially him, right? There's polar opposites. He's an A-list celebrity, and she's some frumpy chick on a surfboard.
He's also a herb for wifing that to begin with,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you wifing a girl off the street and then you're over here?
So if Jonah Hill,
But
if
he
you-
knew what he was getting himself involved in when
and
they first met. So
and
it's like,
she's young and she's dumb and she's excited because she's young. She's like, oh my God, Jonah Hill likes me. We're going to surf. And all of a sudden he's commenting on her surf pictures like, you're so hot. This
dude,
and
are
that
you
and the
guys
third.
out of your fucking mind?
What?
Estee, when you got a wedding with that, and I'm not disclosing anything, but like it was connected to a really wealthy family. You got pumped because you thought about all the doors that opened instantly. You were like, "Oh shit, this is a good client because I'll be in front of their friends and family who are also wealthy, and this elevates my
Sure.
brand." Right? It's the same thing, dude. If Jonah Hill DM'd you, dude, fucking Kirill DM'd
My
you.
brother, you're
right?
talking
Like,
about transactions. She's
Yeah.
not thinking that.
No,
I'm
this is
sorry
a
I'm sorry, you
relationship.
can't
You just get excited
your
is what I'm saying.
relationship.
Right.
You get excited. If Jonah Hill DMs me and I'm a chick, I get pumped and I go, holy fuck.
Yeah, but he's messaging her off a surfing post in a bikini.
Where else am I supposed to message her on?
He
All the
said
photos are the
he-
same.
No, they're not.
She's always
No,
in a
that was
bikini.
text message.
Look, he DM'd her saying you're so hot or this is
yeah,
so
yeah,
hot.
that was the first one. I don't think they're on any of these.
Yeah, I have it on my phone if you guys want it. I took a screenshot
It just, it's like the with the
I've made
love
my
eyes.
boundaries
of it. Can I
clear.
drop it? Hold on. So look, Look, he says clearly
We have a few minutes.
in the message. He says this.
Estee has to go work out. This argument's never going to end because Estee.
Look, I'm airdrop. Where can I airdrop this to?
I can't believe you guys don't see my side of dating someone
No.
outside of your.
No, that's
Sure, I
transactionally. Yes, I
understand
do.
that,
Transactionally,
but I don't
just
understand.
transactional.
I don't understand where someone's literally controlling your entire life and existence. You can't talk to friends. You can't wear a bikini. You can't surf with your buddies.
This is my cutie pie Jonah Hill messaging her. Look, hard eyes. How you doing? Good. I want to see you.
Yeah, he can be drunk.
Right,
and
but
horny.
he's hard eyesing.
What does it say below it?
My man, that's not what the point is, though. The point of the story is that he's
Val, do you know how many guys
Hey,
have
hold on.
messaged
Hey,
a girl,
hey.
have been like, you're so
Hold on.
hot on a thong photo, but then when they start dating her, they're like, I don't want your ass on the internet
yeah.
anymore.
Why would they want to date that
Yeah.
person?
That's the.
A lot of girls that I've dated before said, "Oh my God, you're so funny on Instagram," but then they see all the girls commenting on my pictures and they're like, "Oh no, I can't do this." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Hey, that's too
that's
bad."
it. That
And
happens
that's
to
too
everyone.
bad.
That happens to
And
everyone.
then see you later.
That happens to everyone.
Right. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? I don't control that. I'm just putting myself out there publicly. I have no control when people comment on my pictures.
Right.
So
Would you get in trouble if you had a bunch of girls hearting like, oh my God, Val, I love you. Bunch of porn stars.
if they were writing on my posts, that has nothing to do with me. If they like
Okay.
my video and I had no contact with them, what can I do about that? That's why would somebody be insecure about saying, "Oh my God, I love you. You're so funny." Look, I'm not communicating with you for you to tell me I love you. It's one thing that if you start the relationship, the guy is starting to flirt with her in July 2021.
Yeah, so what's the point? What's your point?
Of her pictures on surfing, and then he says, "Yo, I don't like you surfing anymore."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because
That's
I'm
weird.
Jonah Hill. And if I'm going to date you, I can't be in Iceland with Leo while you're like fucking surfing with your bums in Newport.
Everyone's going to Iceland. I
Fine,
don't know.
you're in Greece. I'm in Greece on a private yacht with Leo. It's like, yo, I blessed you. Come with me. Let's go, stupid. It's the same as if you and I went to a theme park and you stood in every line and I got the fast pass.
Bro.
And I'd be like, why are you hanging out with your bum friends? Come with me, dummy. I've got the the line. I'm an A-lister.
Kirill.
You would be like, oh, I'm good.
That's
I'd
different.
rather
just
wait
be
in
like,
all
I
these
don't-
lines at Six
It's
Flags.
just not compatible.
He sent
At
her
the
a
end of the day,
syllabus.
there's-
He sent her a syllabus to what he wants the
Yes.
relationship to look like.
Yeah.
And he said in the syllabus that no surfing and there's absolutely no enjoying anything you like to do.
Exactly.
You're only going to do what I like to do.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
my shit's way cooler.
No, it's
No.
not.
We're
That-
going to surf in
Cap,
Newport,
That's-
or do
you
you
can't
want to
just
go
say
scuba
that.
diving?
No,
What
absolutely
would you
not.
rather do? Would
Cap.
you rather go surf with your
If
friends
that
like
makes
you
her
shut
happy-
up? Would you rather surf with your friends like you have been your whole life? Or for the first time be like, I get to scuba dive with fucking Drake and Miley Cyrus this weekend and Jonah Hill. What would you rather do? I'd be like, I'm going to go try that. He's literally going, why are you
Check
choosing
this out. So
this?
if my girl says to me, right, she's in medicine, right? If my
Right.
girl says to me, she opens up her practice, she crushes and
Yeah.
makes millions, and I'm over here still trying to figure my shit out.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yo, we can stay in a relationship, but you need to get into medicine. If you don't get into medicine, I'm sorry, we can't stay in a relationship." You know what I'm gonna do?
Peace.
I'm gonna be
She
like,
didn't say get into medicine. He's like, stop
My brother,
surfing and come
it
hang
doesn't
out
matter.
with me.
That's
I'm taking
her
it over
job,
here.
though.
but that's the
He's
same
not
shit.
asking her to become an actor.
It doesn't matter. He's still asking her to do something opposite of what she's doing.
If you're bumming around LA, haven't done anything, right? We're still on this podcast. No one's listening to it.
Okay.
Your girl's making $1 million a year as an
Right.
oral surgeon in Miami.
Right.
And she goes, yo, listen, I have a good life over here. And I think you should come over here. And I'd like to know if you could just come over here and do this with me.
like what? Like specific. You could be specific,
do
like Jonah is. Be specific.
All I want you to do is just not do a podcast where you run your mouth, because that affects us a little bit. And I have so much money and so much influence. You could do whatever the fuck else you want. I just don't want you doing this.
No,
It
I'm not
affects
doing
me.
it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
You're gonna.
You're not someone's puppet.
I'm doing the podcast. You know why?
Jesus.
Because as soon as you fall for that
Kirill?
once, you're done.
What?
Ugh.
Ugh, what?
Ugh.
Ugh, what?
On that note,
On that
we're gonna
note,
end
what?
this.
Estee, if I made $100 million from the sale of Assholes Live Forever, and I was like, yo, I want to go live in Greece on a yacht for 3 months, what would you say to me?
Once again, these are you're giving.
You would
This
be
is
like,
so
you're giving
opposite of
actual time.
everything.
Estee, I know you love the up all nighters, but if I've got
I
$100
know.
million, if I've got money, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go kick it with Cher and De Niro this weekend because I sold the brand, babe, and I got an invite to this party with Cheryl out. Like, do you really want to do the up-all-nighters, or would you rather just fucking rock with me? Because look at this, I finally cashed out.
Oh my God.
What would you say?
This is opposite.
You
of
would
what-
cash
the
out with
whole
me.
This is like
Kirill. Once again,
Estee, would you go to an
theory
up-all-nighters
works.
gig, or would you rather go have a dinner with Cher? Give up one gig. What would you rather have in your life? Lose one up-all-nighters gig, or be like, yo, I get to hang out with
you
Cher?
on the
that's different.
On the transactional contract
It's not
side,
transactional. It's a perk of dating someone.
Nope. You're wrong.
The perk of
You're
dating
wrong.
me was Estee got 100,000 followers so she could leave her real estate job and blow out a dope band and run her own business. I blessed her with followers.
Yes,
not
but she
'cause-
wasn't pursuing that in the beginning.
until I helped her and changed her.
Right, but she was.
Don't say you
I
changed
changed
me.
you. You were a real estate agent 7 days a week. We never hung out. We had no schedule. We could never go on vacation. You were literally beholden to that job. You were on your phone. You could come based on appointments.
I
And
agree.
I went,
I agree
and
with
I
that.
went, you know what, Estee? That doesn't work for me because I don't want to be in a relationship where I don't know what I'm doing. I can't be spontaneous. I laid it all out. I was like, you shouldn't be in this job. You should do this. And you went, you know what? You're right. You're not seeing the
said
text
you should
messages where
find me
he's
what-
saying,
you should find. No, you said you should find something that makes you happy. What do you love to do that can make money? I was like, the only thing I know how to do is really run a band.
Right,
I didn't
and
know
I
anything
went,
else
okay,
on top of
let
Right,
that.
me
but
dump-
you didn't tell you, my brother. First of all, don't twist
But
that
you don't
up.
know what his
I
text-
know,
the
but
rest
don't
of the
twist that up
messages
because
are.
you're basically saying that you gave her ultimatum like he is. You didn't
Yeah.
give her an ultimatum. You suggested something to help her.
I gave her a little bit of an
Well, it was
ultimatum.
because he was just like, I don't want to be in a relationship. If we ever
I
to have
said it
kids,
like him. I don't want to be in a relationship because I've afforded myself a certain lifestyle that I can't date someone where on a Saturday I can't go.
But I was
away to
also
Miami for a
miserable
week.
in that job. I was miserable. I was looking
So
for. I
we
was like,
don't
that's
know
a
the
great
text-
idea.
You were looking for a way
and
out
it took me a
But you
long
don't
time.
know half the text messages at that point. She might have been sad and hated the surfer community, or not liked something, or been complaining
Well,
about
that's
something.
true. We don't know that part.
Yeah.
Exactly. You only know. You don't know if he's like, "Hey, babe, come with me here. I'll introduce you to fuck Roxy. I've got you, Rip Curl, or whoever else."
Yeah, but he didn't write that in the text.
You
message.
don't know that,
right? But we're going off what we see.
Exactly. So we're just having
so
her
we
side
have
of the
to,
story.
So that's why we have to stick to the
But
screenshots.
I gave you an ultimatum where I was like, you don't see this yet, but I'm helping you. And it took you a while, and you go, thank God I don't have that fucking job. And maybe he was like, yo, you're 22. You're a young buck. I'm just letting you know. I like you. Here's some things. They might be blunt, but I need you to stay with me. If you want to do this, you got to do it my way. And that's all I said
But
to
he-
you, too.
but we
If you
didn't
wanna
see
be
that.
together-
Not in your way.
we didn't.
You're making it seem like you control me, and you don't. First off,
What do you mean? I don't
The
control
heck-
you.
You don't
Fucking-
control me.
you
I'm
fucking
my
let
own
him know.
person.
What do you mean
You
I
let
don't
him know.
You know, we're gonna end this
How do we not
conversation right
control
now.
you?
You
How
don't
do I not
control.
control you?
Kirill, stop it. You sound
What?
like an asshole right now.
What?
You have thongs on your feet right now.
Yeah, I gotta go to Pilates, guys. I gotta work out this.
Wait, what the fuck are those?
I don't control you. You tell
Pilates
me if
socks.
you're acting weird in public to like correct you. You're always telling me like, Bub, you gotta like tell me
When
what.
I'm high, yeah, sure, because
so
I say
you need
stupid
a little
shit
control.
sometimes. Ugh, God, I like can't with him.
But isn't that what you're asking for? Be like, babe, I can't restrain myself sometimes, so I need you to tell me what to do.
Yo,
how to dress, where to eat.
You see this Jonah Hill shit? This Jonah Hill
You're,
shit?
No,
This Jonah
you're
Hill
making
shit?
you're making
When's the
yourself
last
sound
time you
crazy
picked a
right
place
now.
to eat?
It's
Never.
just what you do.
I control the situation.
Don't
Because
act like
you're out of control.
You're making it seem like you're actually like a controlling boyfriend, and it's really like making me angry
Why is
right
it making
now.
you angry
because
if
you're
I'm not
controlling.
So why? But I'm just pointing out how I am.
You guide the relationship a little easier because
So someone's
I'm
in control.
indecisive.
Someone's driving in the driver's seat. I'm the driver's seat, and you're in the passenger, right?
Sure.
Who's in control of the car?
That's different.
The driver,
That's different.
right?
That's different.
I'm
I am my own person. If I want to get up and sing
But you
and do
can't.
whatever
I
I
lock
want,
the doors. You're sitting next to me, and I'm like, strap in.
bang the doors out.
No.
All right, so we learned a couple things here.
Yeah, that
Okay.
Estee is in a controlling relationship, and it has benefited her. Thank you, guys. We'll be back next week.
Clap.
Wait,
Hit the clap.
before. Just send it on a better note. We fact checked.
Oh, World Health Organization to declare aspartame, the sweetener Diet Coke, a possible carcinogen.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyone drinking Coca-Cola, it's like when people are like, McDonald's made me fat. You're like, yeah, what did you think? Like it's like when did we not have personal
My man, you're
responsibility?
speaking of logic that people don't have. Also, that's another thing that you always do. You're always like, but when people don't have the logic you have, so people are
Right, so
sitting
Sarah
there.
Brady's an idiot. She should have logically looked at a relationship and been like, here's a man 15 years my senior who clearly knows the world a little better than me and on a crazy level, so maybe I'll stick around long enough. And if it sucks, the worst thing that happens is I turn into Monica Lewinsky and I become famous.
All I'm saying is Sarah Brady, bathing suits need to get better. That's one. So and stop listening to Vice. And two, three, and Jonah Hill is soft.
He needs.
But Jonah Hill is an A-list actor, and he needs somebody on his level. There it is.
He needs to be, dude. To be that successful, it takes a certain amount of ego. Sorry, that's what it is.
Whatever.
I'd love to see Tom Hanks's text to his wife. You know, I'm sure they've never. You know, he's probably,
back in the day. Yeah, you never
I'm
know
sure
what's
he's
happened.
done a little blow at a party somewhere and blown up. Look at the son they made. Right.
All right.
Something went wrong there too.
Yeah, the son definitely.
Clap it.
Clap. Ending.
Bye.
Yo, you gotta fucking have a talk with him. You gotta have a talk with him. He's crazy.
You make it sound crazy. You make me seem like I'm literally your puppet.
I think we can get some good clips out of this.
I don't know about posting the whole thing.
Why?
You sound crazy. You sound like a controlling.
Yeah, I know.
boyfriend.
That was my point.
Nobody.
I
don't want
needed
people
to
thinking
talk.
that I'm in like an abusive relationship.
Like, are we still recording? We need to because the wrap-up show is insane. Move your mic real quick. You still got 5 minutes before you have to leave.
Jesus.
Estee, Maria.
You sounded crazy.
You.
Why?
You sounded crazy. You make me look like I'm a fucking.
What? Like you fall in line?
What do you mean I fall in line?
Like you're like, yes, let's go.
Yeah, I'm
whatever
not
he
your
says.
puppet. I'm not you making it
If
seem
every
like I am,
trolling
and
you-
it's embarrassing because I'm not that fucking person.
Guys,
trolling
just
you.
listen.
No, I'm
Anything that
triggered.
Estee does well,
trolling
I'm the
you.
one behind it. Anything that Estee does, I'm the one behind it.
I'm gonna smack
Am I
you.
not? Outside of dragging your ass on stage, everything else behind the scenes, I'm kind of like,
Is this your way to try to break up with her right now?
no, I'm just asking. You said most of everything I say is good advice for you. So you take my advice.
Not all. I don't listen to everything you say.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No,
Well,
I don't.
that's why you're semi-successful.
Don't act like you're controlling. I don't like when you say you control me because you don't fucking control me. I control me.
You control you.
Yeah, Kirill.
So
I
I
don't
give
like
you
being told
instructions
that-
and you go, cool,
But the way
copy,
you're
paste.
making- the way
And
you're
then you go,
making
that
it-
was my idea.
The way you're making it
So
sound.
basically, you're taking
ever seen
my
your parents
idea.
fight before and
You
just
take
gets
my
awkward?
ideas
That's what I
and
feel
then
like right now.
repurpose them as your
But
own.
you
Oh,
make-
you're crazy. You go, Kirill gave me an idea or an instruction, and instead of me being like, yes, boss, you go, I thought of it myself. This is a good idea.
No,
Okay.
you're good at marketing, sure.
So you're
but
like
you don't
upper- you're
control
like
my
middle
life.
management.
You don't tell me who I can and can't see. You don't tell me who and what stage I can get up on sing. Like,
You can get on, and you don't get on any stages. I don't need to.
if I
tell-
wanted to, I can get
But you
on
don't want to,
whatever.
so I don't have to critique that part. I critique the parts that
You
I
don't
do.
control my life.
The problem is he will keep manipulating the conversation.
He is manipulative.
How?
You're manipulative. You like taking. You like.
Do you
I
like?
wanna
Do you like?
punch you
Do
so
you like?
bad
Oh,
right
do you
now.
like when I get in control in other situations? Are you like, ooh,
Yeah,
he's in control?
which you rarely do. I'm always.
No,
the,
how do you
I'm,
think-
I'm definitely the alpha
how do you think
when
I
it comes
tame-
to like getting something done.
Oh, really?
Actually,
You're the
when it
alpha
needs-
getting things done.
When-
No. We need to negotiate our rent.
No, when you're too nice with certain
How
things.
about, yeah, well, I know
You're
when
too
I
nice
need to be who I need to be.
Yeah, when
I
you
need to
when
know
you
when I
need to
control the
step,
situation.
When you need to step up,
I
that's
step
good.
up every day in
But
this
when I
relationship
step-
and control it.
You wouldn't be able to do shit without me.
Like what?
You're very welcome.
Like what?
Tell him,
Everything
let
on
him
a
know.
daily,
Like what? What
everything
would I
on
do
a
without
daily
you?
basis.
I can get a
Everything
cleaning lady
handle-
to do my laundry and to clean the house. That's a financial burden. That's cheaper
your
than you and
happiness
Georgie.
and your mental state.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about yours?
What? I'm a loner.
You're
I'm
a
like,
loner?
yeah,
You're a loner.
I'm 100%
You're a
a
loner.
loner. I would be totally fine.
You without me and
will.
Georgie.
Georgie's mine.
No, that's not a loner
We
if
all
you have a
know.
dog.
We all know. But I'll be fine. If we broke up, I'd be fine.
I said the only thing you control actually is Georgie, and he looks at you as his housekeeper too. Does he not?
Oh my
All
god!
right, I got to really.
This
go
was
now.
like
Yeah, stay. Get out of here.
this was like a conversation with the parents.
See, guys, she listens.
I have to go. Don't make fun of my.
Just make sure the laundry's done, Bub. Thanks, Kay. Love you. Bye.
I hate you.
Yo, you guys are sick in that.
All right, I gotta go now.
All right, goodbye.